Predator Killer of Killers is kind of rushed, but it's also kind of great, and I did enjoy it. I kind of want to give some context for this video. I have never seen any of the Predator films, or Alien films, or Prey films, and I'm saying this now because I don't really understand why the Predators want to take the humans and put them in this gladiator ring, then have them fight the final boss. I don't really understand that, but I'm not critiquing it, because I don't know what Predator films normally do. So I'm not going to say anything on that matter, but I will say it was an issue through the film for me, not really understanding the motives of the Predators. But yeah, I just wanted to get that little tangent out in case I say something against the film that just happens to be because I don't know, then take it as not a complaint and just correct me in the comments. This film is broken up into 3 parts. Part 1 is the shield. Part 2 is the sword, and part 3 is the bullet. Starting with the shield, we follow a character named Ursa who is trying to get revenge for her dead father. A predator comes out of nowhere and attacks them. The predator and her have a huge fight on the lake, and after she finishes killing the predator, she finds out her son is dead, and then the predator takes her, and she's in this ship, and she's abducted now. The camera zooms, and we see that there's another guy in there, and then we get his backstory. This is part 2, the sword. The sword I kind of love and kind of dislike in some ways. To begin with, the sword is about this character, which they don't name in this film, which is interesting. I don't really know why. But yeah, there's him and his brother, and they have a pretty good relationship with each other until their father steps in and they have to fight each other. So his brother scars him on the cheek and he runs away and he leaves for 20 years. Now, where did he go? What did he do for those 20 years? And here's where I'm going to get into the issues with this film. It's not enough. They don't take time to build these worlds out or build these sections of the story out. It has to be very fast and very snappy, and while it can be good at times, it feels rushed in many areas. I just wanted some more. I was like, oh, I really like this story, but it's so surface level, it's just really hard to love. But moving on. So 20 years later, and he's now a ninja, and he sneaks back in, and then he tries to get revenge on his brother for scarring his cheek. They end up fighting for a while. He ends up besting his brother and pushes him over the railing after giving him the same scar that he has. And then a predator comes out of nowhere again, and he starts getting attacked. He ends up falling down, and then his brother and him meet again. But once they realize that the predator's here, they stick together, and while they're fighting, his brother gets stabbed, and he's bleeding really badly. But they do end up winning against the predator, and they have this really nice moment towards the end of this chapter.
共に育つが兄上共には散らぬされど一人ではござりませぬ一人ではござりませぬぞ
Now we're on to the 3rd chapter. I think this is the worst chapter in the film. It feels very disconnected from the rest. It's tonally different. And the comedic relief feels really awkward when we just had 2 really serious chapters. But yes, so this character's name is Torres, and he is a pilot in World War II after being drafted. And they encounter a predator ship, and the whole time, like, even during sad moments when characters he knows are dying, he's like making quips like Spider-Man, and it kind of just feels too comical. Like, I feel like he should be really sad here, but the story needs him to be funny, so he can't really express any emotion, and it kind of rips everything that was good about the first 2 chapters, and I think makes the 3rd chapter kind of bad. Now anyways, he ends up pretty much beating the Predator. Once again, they always beat the Predator, and he goes home, and then the ship comes and takes him too. So this brings us to the ending, and the ending brings all of our main characters to this gladiator ring type of thing, and they have to fight each other or they pretty much get killed. But somehow, some way, without any of them speaking the same language, they are able to work together in 30 minutes. And I think that's kind of crazy. And another issue with the film, there's just not enough time to dive into ideas beyond the surface level. So some things come off as too easy. And for one, so Torres, after, they work together or whatever, he ends up stealing one of the ships that the Predator has. And this is a pilot from 1942, mind you. So he has no experience with this. And he's just kind of able to wing it and fly a ship thousands of years ahead of his time. I don't know, that's kind of convenient for me. So most of our main characters do make it till the end. Actually, all of them make it to the end. Ursa does sacrifice herself and lets Torres and the Japanese guy fly away to safety. But yeah, they do end up flying away, and Ursa gets put in like a cryo chamber thing, and she's put on display somewhere. I don't know if she's going to be in the next one or if there is going to be a next one, but the way this film ended, I suppose there is going to be a next one. So the heroes escape, and it's a good day for everyone. Because the film's runtime is about an hour and 30 minutes, it doesn't have enough time to cover so many stories and still have a satisfying ending without being a bit contrived. But yes, that's really my main complaint with the entire story. They have great action throughout this entire film. It looks amazing, one. I don't really watch animated films, and this one I thought was amazing. I can't really complain about the style or art design. I thought most of the action was good. I wasn't really bored while watching this. I think it's very easy to recommend. If you like Predator, then just watch this too. Very simple. But yeah, that's about it, man. I mean, there's not many issues, but there is some issues. For me, though, not watching any of the Predator films or Alien films or Prey film, it was pretty good. I enjoyed the Predators. I thought it was interesting. I didn't really get explained why they did anything they did. But yeah, I mean, as an introduction to the series, I might watch some more in the future just to understand the world better. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe if you enjoyed it. See you guys next time. Peace.
First, your wing!
Ah, shit. Here we go.